this makes a lovely sound. Staying with the red theme, this is a really deep red actually. It's almost like a purple red. This is called Queen's Park. And it's purple with a slight iridescence through it. That's like a really festive colour for me. I'm going to put that one right down that end. We'll have our reds here, purple tones, pinks, what will we call these? These will be our neutrals. These are our pink neutrals. I don't know if that's a category, but we'll go with it. This is another Christmassy one. Actually, I think I got this in a December glossy box. It's called Crown Place. Look at that. So rich and decadent looking. That's definitely going, oh no, I think we'll have to have our dark winters and then our sparkles for Christmas and festive occasions. Here's another dark one. Actually, this doesn't look too dissimilar to often there's just a very slight difference in shade. They are actually two different ones. That's Queen's Park and this is Belsize Park. I would say this one is slightly lighter. Maybe has more of a gold fleck through. But for me, definitely an autumn winter colour. Oh, I see some sparkly ones in here. Let's have a wee look at these. Look at that. This is by the brand Siati, and my husband actually got me an advent calendar of these little mini nail varnishes. This one is called Cosmic Love and it's clear with little multicoloured sparkles through. Gorgeous on its own or on the top of a colour. That can go in my Christmas section. A similar one here, but it's a bit more of a silver base varnish and then it has the sparkles through it. This one is Locket. Locket. Lovely. Another here called Desert Lights. This is more of a greenish iridescence to it. Doesn't have, the sparkles aren't as chunky in this one. They're more fine, like a dust. Oh, no. Look at this one. There. That is sparkly. It's almost like the iridescence off of a fish or something. That's a bit strange to see. What's it called? Oh, moon dust. That is the perfect name for that. It's almost cosmic looking, isn't it? Love that. This one's interesting. Not really one for me, and this is Midnight in Paris. And this is a really dark navy with sparkle. I think that'd be nice on maybe the toes at Christmas. I'm not sure. I don't think I've actually ever tried that one. Now this one, my daughter loves this. Look at that, pink, gold. And this is called Showtime. That's a special one, isn't it? That's for a party or a show, like the name suggests. Gorgeous. Quite difficult to get off though, because the little bits stick to your nails. So you need a good remover for it. Pop you up at the back. This is Beach Please. Definitely a beach colour. I'm a big fan of these types of colours, as you can probably tell, because they don't suit red too well. I think the slight pink just makes it a bit easier to wear for my type of skin tone. That's a gorgeous one. We've got another sparkly one called House of Mirrors. It's like a really fine silver dusting in there. Let me know if you would like to see maybe a demonstration of the colours on the nails, because sometimes it's quite hard to tell in the bottle. But I can certainly do that if people would like to see it. Cabaret. And this is a like a, not a burgundy, yeah, I suppose it is a burgundy. It's like a wine colour almost, a red wine. It's a really rich, classy colour, I think. That can go in with my purples. Look, another neutral called Maybe Baby. Maybe Baby. That's a brown. There's no sparkle in that. It's a matte effect. There we go. Pop you there. Next is this tub of rainbow sprinkles. I bought these for my daughter for making cupcakes. sister. And it is earrings. Now this box doesn't display them properly, I don't think, as they are lovely earrings. They are a mock diamond, so cubic zirconia, or one of the other brand names. But look at the sparkle, and they are a yellow colour. It's difficult to see in this light, but the drop stone is a yellow colour, and it's a hoop part with little diamante studs. I absolutely love these. They are a bit tricky to put on because they are a wire hook. I believe these are silver, but they have a very thin wire clip hook. But once they're in, they're gorgeous. They're so dainty, so elegant, and they just catch the light, and the hint of yellow gives just a glimpse, just a glimmer of colour. And I don't think these are so in your face that you couldn't wear them day to day. They are a bit on the glamorous side, but not too much. Beautiful. We have these. I just love these. They are a rose gold. I think they're faux leather. They're not real leather, but they are a beautiful metallic rose gold colour sandal. These were by the brand Office. I'm not sure if that brand exists worldwide, but it's quite a well-known shoe shop here in the UK, and they have these little gold straps with a little gold charm hanging off that says Office, and they have a fabric covered heel, and it's quite a thick heel, so I find these much more comfortable than a stiletto heel. I love these shoes. They are still quite high. So again, these are for going out, you know. I have worn them twice. Once to a wedding with a dress, and again, going out for a special dinner, and I wore them with trousers. They're so shiny. And they look great with black. You know, a little black dress and a touch of gold from the shoes and handbag. Maybe a nice piece of gold jewellery. And that's you. I think these were around £50, possibly. Can't really remember. I think I got them from ASOS. Yeah, they're a great shoe. Not one for everyday wear, but always useful to have some fancy shoes in your collection. Another glamorous pair. Now these are gorgeous. They are by the brand 9 West. These are a size 4.5, a UK 4.5, which is a US 7. And these are like a metallic silver, but as you move the shoe, you get a kind of gold tone to it as well. Difficult to see in this light, but there's a kind of gold undertone to it in certain lights too. And it's got a texture to the surface, you know, it's like a metallic texture to it. They have a pointed toe and 1, 2, 3, 4 straps which wind around the foot and attach at the back of the heel, and we have a zip fastening at the back and a slim stiletto heel. These are very high and very uncomfortable to wear for any length of time. They're fine if you're going to be sitting down. And as long as you're getting taxis and not walking, then they're fine. They're gorgeous on, really eye-catching. Watch, I don't light them on this candle actually. Again, the silver colour goes with many, many different coloured outfits. Black, navy, a nice green dress perhaps, or red. I don't really wear a lot of red, it doesn't suit me, it doesn't suit my skin tone. but I love it on other people. They're good at Christmas time if you're going to Christmas parties. These look great, and they're really festive. And again, you just need to simply pair it with a nice silver handbag, some nice silver jewellery, and you're set. Next, bronzer. I'm a big fan of bronzer. And this is a Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer in the shade medium. Beautiful packaging with Charlotte Tilbury. And I've almost finished this actually. There's not a lot left, as you can see, but I think you can buy a refill. This is nice. I do like bronzer. I wear that most days. I like this one, and I also like the Benefit Hoola. I probably prefer the Hoola, to be honest, but this is nice too, and it is beautiful packaging. It's very vintage style. It's got a magnetic clasp, and it just looks pretty, doesn't it? Beautiful. Next, we have some eyeshadow. These are some Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow gels. They are Eyes to Mesmerize. Now, these are a bit worn looking. The branding has faded somewhat, but they are little screw top glass jars, pots. These are quite expensive, but you only need a tiny amount, so it will last a long time. This shade is Oyster Pearl. And you can see it's a beautiful sparkling gold colour. It's very pigmented, so a little goes a long way. This is beautiful. It goes on a bit darker than what it looks here. Oh, there you go. You can see that there. It's very pretty on the eyes. I can't really wear heavy eyeshadow anymore. I think as you get on a bit in life, smoky eyes and heavy eye makeup doesn't really look all that great on some of us. So I do like just a natural shimmer. I think it's more youthful. This shade is Rose Gold. You'll see I've used quite a lot of this one, and this is slightly more golden hue. Don't know if you can see that very clearly there, but these are beautiful. I would definitely buy more of these in other shades. For eyeshadows, I also have this Dior palette. Now, I didn't buy this, a friend gave me it. She didn't like the colours in it for her skin tone, so she gave it to me, and it has these beautiful brown gold colours and a pink tone in the centre here. These are really nice eyeshadows. They're very pigmented again, so you only need a tiny amount. Beautiful colours, really natural, and then I do use this one sometimes just along my eyelash line, like an eyeliner almost. Oh, but it's a beautiful little compact. And the shade is Earth Reflection. I would only use this really when I was going out somewhere nice.